team ban.
Welcome to the Captain's Draft 4.0 Minor. This is Team Spirits versus Team Effect. It is currently 1-1. This game is for all the marbles.
1-1, that's a ton of fun.
That's right, Shane.
Alrighty then.
Did you have another Red Bull?
No.
You just feel good today?
Just, yeah, I'm having a good day.
That's good.
The Dota's good.
10 seconds.
Nice,
remaining.
nice.
Oh god.
Right, so
I see Oracle Huskar. Alert! Alert!
Oh no, Code Red, Code Red. There's so many things to ban this game. Right?
Oh Jesus.
We got Broodmother banned, Chen banned, Alchemist banned, Wisp banned.
Oracle Terrorblade.
Yeah, there's even a meatball in the game.
No bad Oracle. Is there an A8? No.
Nope.
Oh god. What's their answer?
First pick, Oracle Huskar.
First pick Oracle, and then just leave it at that.
Yeah, and then you can just pick the Huskar way later and see what they do.
Weep.
They'll freak out.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright, here's the strap. First pick Oracle. Okay, they go.
He's kind of close to Oracle. He was only one slot away.
They might have missed.
Yeah.
They could have missed. I'm
gonna put remake.
I'll put that down to a misclick.
Okay, so they first picked the Oracle here. Now Huskar's looking real scary.
10 seconds remaining.
Why did they do that? Why did they value Winter Wyvern so highly?
5 seconds remaining.
Maybe they just wanted to defend. I don't know. It's a good question. I guess there's not really that many support heroes in this pool again, right? You have Wyvern, Jakiro, Oracle.
Shadow Shaman's back. Kunkka's back.
Shadow Shaman, Kunkka. You have to have quite a few.
Pudge is here as well, if you want to mix it up.
You know, what if Team Spirit just responded with Oracle Huskar?
I think Team Spirit could pick Oracle Pudge. I like Pudge against Wyvern. You know, the heal. Wyvern heal someone, you can just hook them.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
It's a decent answer. OD is also good against Wyvern. He can damage through the heal.
Yeah, OD's pretty decent with Oracle too. Keeps him alive longer to get those right clicks in. Oh, there it is, OD.
What's the second pick? Warlock.
Warlock, okay.
Good AoE control. Decent heal.
Nice team fight abilities too.
Okay. Have you ever seen Oracle and Wyvern on the same team?
No,
Warlock and
never.
Oracle on the same team?
Never. That just doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it doesn't.
They play the same role.
So I don't think we'll see any Oracle Huskar. Crisis averted.
Unless this is the core lock.
Get out of that garden. Come on, Brax.
You never know. This is Shane. This is game 3. This is for elimination. This is where teams pull out all the secret
The core lock. Surprise!
Exactly. It's possible.
It's my trump card.
You never know.
Blue eyes, white core lock. In attack mode.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's not gonna be anything like that, is it? Come on.
No, probably not.
What OD in the draft as well.
Yeah.
It's just misleading the viewers now. This is ridiculous.
That's true. I apologize, guys. I'm not doing a very good job.
Add Sayori TV for all complaints, as usual.
Yeah, make sure you guys hit him up on Twitter.
Radiant team pick.
Lone Druid.
Lone Druid, okay.
This push. Right,
Again, it's the Lone Druid against Warlock, right? Where he can Fatal Bonds the bear. And he can also whip out the slow dance if he's ever getting his
it's a third pick Lone Druid as well. There's loads of answers for it. If they're worried about the push, they could go for something like Arc Warden. If they wanted to kill the bear, you know, they could go for something high physical damage like Terrorblade. They do have the Wyvern counter, but it's still not terrible.
Yeah, but it's still a pretty decent setup for a push lineup, right? You have the Wyvern, so your team fight's decent. You have some sustain, some counter initiation. Jakiro obviously can liquid fire the tower, so they can burn it down. Got some AoE team fight disables too. Is
it gonna be offlane Wyvern? Would that open up maybe a Shadow Shaman support, or?
I don't know. It could. That'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? It seems pretty nice.
The lockdown is definitely needed in the draft. Their instant stuns are not really there, are they?
Yeah, their instant stuns aren't really instant stuns.
They don't have them.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, that would be a good way to shape the draft, right? Where you put this Winter Wyvern in the offlane, because honestly, Wyvern and Jakiro do play the same role, right? Yes. They're that 5-zoner.
It's risky though, right? You're playing a 5-man lineup. into a second pick Warlock with 3 picks remaining, right?
Yeah, very true.
They can just out team fight you. And what do you do then?
You lose. That's what happens if you pick a team fight lineup and they out team fight you.
You lose the game.
That's right.
Arc Warden. I want to see Arc Warden. I think it's a great game for that. You can heal the tower. You can defend the pushes. Go for the Butcher. It's also very good against push, actually. You know, when you're grouped up together, it's quite easy to land the hooks. You just catch them.
It's really hard to push into the pudge. It's always very scary. If he lands that hook, you can just lose a fight that you probably, you may not have lost if you were properly positioned. But what else? They have their support through now, Pudge and Warlock. OD's probably going to take up the mint, so they need their safe lane and their off lane heroes.
Darkseer is there, if they're into it.
Yeah, there is a Darkseer. That's some big team fight, right? The vacuum into the Fatal Bonds and Warlock combos.
The lane isn't the best, though. Lone
no, not
a
at
natural
all.
Counter.
Alright, Tidehunter.
Oh, look at this team fight. Come on. The Team Spirit's saying to effect, you can push if you want, but look at this team fight you're pushing into. Jesus.
Well, good luck pushing into these big ultimates.
Maybe,
10 seconds remaining.
What do you do? Is there any disengaged spells? Like, there's a Naga, but that doesn't really suit their draft, does it?
No, I don't even think it's good enough, right? Because it doesn't seem like it'd be the right kind of reset.
Yeah, exactly. What about Dragon Knight? For maybe just a beefier frontliner, maybe try and force them to use a lot of their spells only on Dragon Knight?
It's definitely a possibility, but I still can't see them taking fights like that, right? Because, sure, Dragon Knight is that instant stun that they've been looking for, but it's single target. OD can always reset that with the Astral. And there's just so much counter initiation. I can't see DK being able to survive this at all. Especially against like a hero like OD.
Dire team pick.
What is this? Axe. Okay. So we have no idea. I guess this Jakiro and Winter Wyvern might be the support duo, but that's very strange.
And then we have an Axe into hero. Like, none of these heroes are. You think, oh my god, let's pick Axe.
10 seconds.
Right. It just feels like it's a stun. He's got a stun. Let's pick a stun.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I'm gonna blade mail call these guys and they're all gonna die or anything.
Radiant team pick.
Darkseer. Okay.
Oh,
Perhaps that is a misclick.
Okay.
Right,
this is
wonky
Captain's draft. I like it. If I don't know what's happening, Team Spirit don't know what's happening. Nobody knows. It's great.
We have no idea who are the core heroes and who are the support heroes. Maybe this is the roaming Darkseer I've heard the tales of.
I think it's safe playing Axe against the Tidehunter, right?
Spectre, okay.
They're just this is Team Spirit just saying, all right, you can try your little push strat with your lone druid. We're gonna send the Tidehunter to stand by our tower. If you choose to fight, we'll fight you. If not, I like the wins just going to farm.
Yep, and as they start to pick their heroes, we'll be able to see where everyone's going.
Yeah, Nico Peely is the core player taking up the Axe here.
Okay, so is it the mid lane Darkseer against an OD?
Lone Druid, I presume, no? Lone Druid makes sense, kind of.
It makes sense, but I guess the right players aren't on the heroes here, right? The game's paused, so they're probably going to talk about it a bit, decide what should go where, swap heroes around accordingly. Sometimes, alright, I'll be honest, sometimes you whip up a draft and you tell your team, this is a goddamn masterpiece, and I can't wait to whip it out one day. And then they go, well, who's the support, who's the core? And then you go, I don't know. We'll figure that out after they pick their 5 heroes. That's what they're doing right now. They're deciding. They're like, alright, guys, Darkseer's flexible. He can be played in the jungle. He can be played in any lane as well.
In the mid lane, apparently.
That's right.
Alright. I'm interested. It's been about
me too.
4 years since I've seen a mid lane Darkseer. Maybe even more.
We used to see that against Templar Assassin.
Yeah, that was the
lane,
pick, right?
That was the, oh shit, he just countered my hero. I'm screwed.
I specifically remember S4 playing a lot of Darkseer mid.
That sounds like his mid-style hero back in the day.
I presume there's a reason why no one's picked it in 4 years?
Yeah, I don't know what that reason is, but there probably is a reason.
Okay.
Maybe it's just, maybe it's too imbalanced. No one wanted to play it.
Ah. Little rune Dota. He doesn't scale. I guess that's a massive reason.
Yeah, very true. You know, back in the TI2 days, Darkseer used to be able to clone your teammates with
That
the wall of
was
replica.
so ridiculous.
You would just place it in front of the enemy
And
base and
your whole
go
team would run through
endless
it.
solutions. Yep. It was the most ridiculous thing in the game. The game just ended every time you casted it.
Did you play that TI?
No.
Prepare for battle.
It was like, I remember watching. It was Morphling and Darkseer, right?
Yep.
Ridiculous.
Alright, so now we have a bit of a better idea of this lane setup. We've got Sidoi playing the mid lane Lone Druid Nico Baby on the safe lane Axe, and Alpha Ninja with the off lane Darkseer. So their players are mixing up the positions a bit.
Every single player is kind of playing a different role.
Yeah. Maybe maybe they specialize in all these heroes, right? Every time Alpha Ninja goes into matchmaking, he picks himself up with Darkseer.
Who specializes in Darkseer? I actually can't think of a worse hero to specialize in. You literally Ion Shell creeps. That's it.
It's probably one of the most boring heroes to specialize in, that's for sure.
Definitely. Like Lone Druid's really interesting as far as heroes go. You have the micro, there's a lot going on. You know, that makes
It's
sense.
got multiple build paths too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Ranged melee.
Darkseer buys a mech and shuts up. You know what I mean?
He buys a mech and sits with his team. Every 32 seconds, he presses vacuum.
This lane though, it's very, very good. Contesting this lane, it's gonna be great, right? Well, they do have the Warlock heal. Spectre's not very good at dealing with Ion Shells. You know, a melee hero, he's not super
The
tanky.
battle begins.
Yeah, melee, not tanky, low damage, not good against ion shells at all.
Okay. Top lane, Nico Baby getting the double rune. Wait. Did Effect get all 4 runes?
Oh my god, they did. They've practically won the game already.
Let's check the graphs! Whoa, they're flying out of control! 600 gold!
Don't
lead.
look at net with Shane, it's bad, it's real bad.
Okay, mid lane.
Oh, the Astrals himself to avoid the damage. It's nice.
Yeah, very nice actually. Good play.
That skill's got a 50-second cooldown, so looks very good.
It's very hard to lane against Lone Druid in the earlier stages.
Shane, that Darkseer we were talking about is getting completely zoned.
1 second, I'm just switching overlays like a professional.
Oh, nice, nice, well done.
Yeah, well, while he is getting zoned, that means that Pudge can't rotate to help mid, Warlock can't help mid. You know, oh, the Jewel Breath up. I don't know if you want to fight this. FNG is quite a big lad. The dagger's gonna get
burning
the.
down.
He just slaps him, and he might live too. Oh, he's gonna go for the deny. Gets it, and Zeke is denied anything.
Alright, nicely played. Okay, indeed.
That was a big committal. When the Jakiro rotated in, Afro Ninja just walked into them. You know, no surge available, 0 experience.
Jesus, 0 experience. That's rough.
Ah, he's gonna get range creep experience now. Alright, he's back on track. Oh, on the other side, Wyverns TPing in. They're not really able to get anything. The lack of stuns is...
This harass is going on, but that's about it.
Yeah, the double flying support.
The Birdmen. I guess Wyvern's a lady.
Is it?
Yes, she is. Shane, do you not know your lore?
No, I'm not a lord, dude.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
Shane, why do you eat?
Why do I eat?
Yeah, why do you eat food?
So I don't die.
Okay, well, why is Spectre Spectre? Dude, this shit's important. No, you gotta know the lore.
I don't. Spectre. I don't know. She's probably pissed off about something. Is she
Well,
pissed
if
off?
you want to know what she's pissed off about, you gotta read the goddamn lore.
What's she pissed off about? You could just tell me, and I wouldn't have to read.
I
anything.
don't know. Your ass slacks.
Well, bottom lane, FNG goes with the hook, but gets the Cobalt 4-man instead. King Or just juking and jiving around the place.
Alright, the Cobalt Foreman goes back to his camp to remain drinking from his cup. He's thirsty.
He kind of always reminds me of like Snoop Dogg or something, this little dude.
I see it.
He's definitely a Snoop Dogg kind of lad. Okay. 3 minutes in. Lanes. How are they going in your opinion? As expected, or is there any surprises?
think no surprises. Mid lane, big hook on the King Arm. Well, he's got the Savage Roar. That's gonna be okay. I don't know. It's like this Spectre is doing totally fine, right? Warlock's just healing him up. He's got
So
tons of
that's a
regen.
surprise, no?
I mean, it's not that big of a surprise considering that the support duo along with the Dark, they don't have the biggest like they're not the most aggressive heroes in the game, right? They're good at like harassing it every now and then, but you have the Warlock to counter out most of the harass, so I feel like they probably thought that they would do better in this lane. Maybe shut down the Spectre, but they're not really shutting him down, right? They're just securing Darkseer farm. Which I guess is still good, but I don't know if it's enough.
In the top lane, like I would have expected Tidehunter to do a lot worse against Axe, but he's doing very well. Like Phobos has 21 CS against an Axe. You know, generally one of the best heroes in the game at dealing with meta heroes. Can they get the hook? King Ward puts the juke
nice
shoes
side
on.
step. You know, while he is good against melee heroes on the Axe, it's
Under attack.
a lot of the times they just prefer to creep skip, right? Like we saw him playing behind the tower earlier, and then that way he can just push the lane out, and he can even farm the enemy jungle, like when he gets a bit more farmed. It's like, sure, he's good against melees in 1v1s, which this is a 1v1, but sometimes you can't really kill the hero, right? You walk at him, you right click him to pull creep aggro, and then all it does is push your wave into the tower. Like, you can't actually stop this guy from farming. They're both just free farming.
Okay. Nico Baby though, going for that Vanguard first item. Do we have any ancient stacks or what's the play here with the Vanguard?
He's just gonna tank it up, I guess. The ancient stacks, right?
No.
Oh, there's one now. There's two now, actually, on the left side ancients. Well, on his team.
Oh right, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Might be. I thought they might stack the other ancients. Why not? It's not gonna. It'll be fine, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the problem where Axe gets to, when he gets to this point of the game where he has that 5-minute Vanguard, he just walks in front of all the heroes.
He does not care at all.
Exactly. There's 3 people here. Even OD's coming. He might die, actually. He's gonna die.
He's definitely gonna die. But
maybe
he get a
not.
kill? No, he's a goner.
Alright, he's dead.
What's the problem?
The problem is when you get overconfident and you die.
he was probably listening to you. He's like, well, Brack said I'm fine, you know.
That sounds pretty cool. I'm flexing my muscles.
I'm dead. My massive early game has just been fed away.
You know, mid lane Iceberg. Actually, he's just walking away.
Fuck for security. That's about it, man. Yeah. That was very odd, right? He got very overconfident on Axe. Like, I can understand why he went for the Vanguard, because if you get a blink dagger of 5 minutes, right? What the hell is your team gonna do with that? Like,
Exactly. There's no way to use it, right?
Yeah.
That's when you like, when you buy Blink Dagger, you don't sit in the lane and keep farming most of the time, right? You like play off
you want a
map,
game,
sit
and
in
all
the
of a sudden
jungle.
there's an axe missing, and everyone's like, it seems like there's an axe missing. I believe he's probably up to something.
Right, and then this Tidehunter takes over the lane big time, and then it's super, super obvious that he isn't there, so you definitely don't want to rush. It doesn't do anything for you.
Oh. 2 creeps swiped under Nico Baby's nose.
Oh, man. The cash, it's out of control.
Like, if you compare items, Tidehunter's going for the mechanism with this farm, and Nico Baby's going for the initiation. I think effects draft heavily rely on Nico Baby, right? They have no other way to do anything. And top lane, he's gonna die. They used the Ravage on top of that. It's enough to kill him, I think. Oh, the spins! He really...
Oh, so close.
Did he have mana to do the dunk?
But his dunk's actually on cooldown. I guess he missed the dunk.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. But, yeah, nice rotation. Team Spirit just killing the... It's the second time Max has died in the quick succession.
Yeah, and you definitely don't want to die, especially when you go for the Vanguard build first, right? Because it just
You're meant to
makes
be
your Blink
immortal.
Dagger.
This is a lot.
Right, exactly. He's been fooled. Whoever sold him that ripped him off.
This is one of them shoddy Vanguards.
Yeah.
Alright, he's just gonna farm the Ancients. He's had enough of this laning. This is the main benefit of Vanguard, right? You can take Ancients very
Yeah, if you actually have both ancients stacked up, you'll probably farm like over 1,000 gold just from both ancient camps, right? And then you can give some experience back to one of your support heroes. And someone else can take the lane, like Jakiro's up top now, so...
That's a
you can
cool
get that
little
as well.
combo as well. The cold embrace. You're still able to spin
Yeah.
while embrace.
You know, Complexity whipped out this strategy before Axe with the Winter Wyvern, and they stacked Ancients forever, and then he had like a 5-minute Vanguard into like a 7-minute Blink Dagger.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Really?
Yeah, it was insane.
That's actually nuts. Yeah, Wyvern's just going back to stacking. Let's see if you can see them.
He's having a grand old time. I mean, Axe is close to Blink Dagger now after that big stack, too.
So it doesn't actually matter if he feeds. It's grand.
Well, feeding's not good, Shane.
Oh,
Feeding
Really?
is bad.
okay, that makes sense. I've been doing it all wrong.
Me too. It's kind of fun.
Oh, look at this combo though. Surge into Axe Call with Iron Shell. Pretty legit.
Yeah. If they can actually get a kill off on the Spectre with
Oh,
this
he's-
combo,
he's a
it'd be very
goner.
good. He's so slow.
TP in. He went below that health bar threshold. You can actually count it. You can see the little dots and you can work it out. And he just gets the easy dunk. I feel not enough Axe players do that. They
You know,
don't
you used to be able to
edit
set-
them.
Radiant's top
Yeah,
tower
yes,
is
you
under
could
attack.
change it to. I used to do that.
But now you kind of have to do the maths.
Well, each little
Radiant's
bar is
structures
250
are
health.
fortified.
And then
So
the
I guess
big,
you
the
don't
big
have
ones.
to do the math.
Is under
Those big
attack.
ones do.
Alright, so this game has actually been so slow.
Look at these
Right.
stacks.
Radiant's top
Yeah,
tower
they're
is
stacked.
falling.
They're looking pretty nice.
Yeah, no, nothing's really happening, right?
Yeah, nothing's happening. These, well, FNG is getting run down, but he's just dead.
Nice. Very nice kill.
But yeah, that's kind of the result of having these heroes that aren't like the strongest gankers, but they're good laners, right? The Jakiro, Winter Wyvern, Darkseer. They don't have the highest kill pressure, but they're strong heroes, right? They're good at fighting.
Do you still go for Blink on Axe? Yeah? Or, okay, he does.
Yeah,
I was
definitely.
thinking, why not just be even greedier? Take it
Bust
to the
out
next
radiance,
level.
huh?
Yeah, let's go.
Attack.
You know, yeah, he had like 3,000 gold at 10 minutes. I'd be tempted to go for the Radiance, to be honest.
I'd like to see that actually, where you just don't get Vanguard and you get Cold Embrace, so you can spin and clear Ancients. You could probably get like an 8 or 9 minute Radiance.
That sounds
That
insane,
sounds
actually.
crazy.
Yeah.
We basically just came up with a strategy to win next TI. You know that, right?
Yeah, keep it down. Thank God everyone's watching Dota Pit, apart from the super
Thank God.
die-hard viewers.
Okay,
Radiant's
Team
bottom
Spirit, they
tower
have
is
huge
under
ultimates for team fights, right? They have Haunt, you have Ravage, you're about to have Warlock's ultimate. This could be pretty bad. Smoke pops.
Go, baby. Whoa! The mind. The mind
Beaver's
game.
down and out.
That was a... To get that blink, very like completely blind, and you just did it based off when a smoke popped.
Nicely done.
Nico baby, impressing me there. Look at his net worth.
Yeah, it is way high, right? It is through the roof. How do you
think-
fight this guy? He's gonna have Blade Mail pretty soon,
I
too.
don't know. Well, okay. Later the game goes, they will have a lot of tools to deal with the axe initiation, right?
Yeah, that's true.
They have the imprisonment, the pudge hook, they have the warlock golem counter initiation, the tide counter initiation.
tower is under attack.
I feel like
Oh,
Warlock in general-
oh, panic! Panic! Ping, ping,
they're
ping, ping,
pinging
ping,
him.
ping,
They
ping.
know.
Dire's top
They found him. Nico baby's caught out. If he goes
He's
down
tanky,
first,
though.
this could be very bad. Ravage and warlock golem all used. The wyvern curse. Is it enough to save Nico baby? He has the bond. The warlock golem just pounding on him. No ulti available yet on ulti. It's not like he needs it. They trade pudge for the super farmed axe.
Radiant
It's a
They
very,
used a
very
lot
nice
of spells though. Like warlock golem, ravage, spectre haunt. For
You know, this is what you do, right? You want to bait out these ultimates, even if you lose the fight, it's gonna be okay because look at how long you have until the next Ravage and the next Haunt, the next Warlock ultimate. It's a super long time, right?
haunt and warlock ulti are big ones, right? Look at these cool.
Yeah, they're such long
130
cooldowns.
seconds. What is 180 seconds?
It's ridiculously long. So now they have a big window where they can just march down lanes and probably liquid fire. I imagine this tier 1 tower can die super easily, and maybe the tier 2 is a bit harder, but they could probably take that as well if they try real hard, right?
Yeah, Nico Baby turning it on again, surging forward.
He's moving real fast.
Without all them spells, there's no way they kill this lad. Finds Beaver. Goes in with initiation, the Iron Shell. And spins like, whew.
Good night.
That's a freebie. Just allowing them to get the tower with a little bit less stress. You know, you don't want to be dealing with that. The fatal bonds, it's just annoying. It's not like they're going to lose the fight because, you know, the Warlock's not going to make that much of a difference with their ulti, but it's a bonus. I'm beginning to worry for Team of Spirit, right? The aggression, it doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. Can they buy enough time?
They need quite a bit of time for Spectre, right? He's only at 2,000 gold at 14 minutes. I mean, his farm isn't that bad. It's just it's nowhere near Axe, right? Axe is super, super fun.
They find Iceberg on his OD, imprisons himself, buys a bit of time, space created. Goes down in the end to Sedoy on his Lone Druid.
Yep, and Sedoy's almost got his relic. He's very, very close.
Oh. Wawa. Weewa.
That's right, wowzers.
Wow. Honestly, this timing push is going to be really big. Cut out. Yeah, they finish Radiance on the Lone Druid. They group up and they push. And what's your answer? You know, you have this big combo. But if you mess up this combo, it's game over. You lose, right?
You know, the combo doesn't do very much to the Lone Druid Bear, right? He's got 2,700 HP, doesn't really care if it gets ravaged. He's just there to hit the buildings and burn everyone down with Radiance. You're right, it's going to be a huge problem when he gets his Radiance. He's only a recipe away now. And he has a very farmed supporting staff with him too, right? Like, even the Winter Wyvern, he's level 8. Axe is super tanky, he has Blink, he has Blade Mail. This is like... It's probably one of the most farmed axes you'll see in competitive play, right? A lot of teams don't put him in the safe lane to make sure he has this good of a game.
This is ridiculous. They have the vision on the Spectre. Oh, just finishes the camp. It looks like they're going to catch him anyway. They have the hook back up. Can they lock him down? What is the spell? They have mech ready. And the Wyvern ulti is used. Golem committed. It doesn't look like they're going to get much off it though. They're just giving it the old walkaway. Surge applied to Nico Baby. Hunt committed. They really, really want this axe. You can see how much they're committing for it. Ravage available. Gush used. The Blade Mail is going to do quite a lot of damage actually. The mech counteracts that. You can see effects planned, right? They don't really care about fighting at all. They wanted to just start it and get some spells used. But in the end, they didn't even get the Ravage. So,
yeah. They didn't even need it. Like, that fight wasn't even close, right? He blink calls the Spectre with no creeps next to him. It's not a high percentage play that you're gonna kill the Spectre like that, like, ever. And maybe that's what they need to keep their heads in the game, because Spectre is now closing in on the Radiance. He almost has the Sacred Relic complete. But as you talked about before, the timing push from Effect is what's going to be super big and super difficult to deal with, right? This Lone Druid Radiance is so close.
This feels to me like they're just buying space for Lone Druid. It feels like they don't actually care how these team fights go.
It feels like they kind of suicided if they didn't care, right?
Yeah. I think they actually just wanted to make space for Lone Druid. It's the most important.
Space was definitely created.
Do you think that's wild, or...?
I just think that that they made quite the ambitious play, trying to kill Spectre there. I thought it was like a 0% play, basically. There's just no way. Even if you spun on like every hit in the call, he probably wouldn't have died.
But they did get the Warlock column, and it is kind of at a good timing because the Radiance is on the way. The bear has it. So
I feel like the Radiance though is so strong that even if they have the ultimates, that they wouldn't be able to fight it.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think that if they run down, I mean this, maybe I lied. This bear is receiving the beatdown from Tidehunter. He's just getting clubbed.
They're going for it.
Good God.
Can they kill the bear? That'd actually be very big. They gush it. They're going in on it. They're committing. He evades. Holy crap! And he's fogging them. You know, that actually would have been huge if they didn't have the resummon.
Look down bottom. They're just running down. They're about to hit the tier 3 at 18 minutes.
Someone heal up that bear. I'm not even going for it.
Radiant's bottom
Right. And because of that really aggressive play earlier, they don't have the spell. Nico Baby initiates, gets imprisoned to block the call. Phobos manages to catch the axe and the Jakiro right at the end. The Winter's Curse hitting out the Tidehunter. It's just this slow burn of damage. You know, no burst at all.
is under attack.
Nico Baby might go forward again. The Fatal Bonds, it is on 3 heroes. This could do a lot of damage if they're not careful. Warlock Golem is up and he used the slow dance. On top of them, the OD ulti does so much damage to these strength-based heroes. Fear applied. Alright, Hunt. They don't want anyone escaping. They go in, they catch the axe. I like to win, gets a double kill. The root onto I like to win. They get the bear too. Phobos.
Oh,
Can he catch anyone else? Okay, they might catch King Or here in the bushes. He tries to TP. What's their cancel? There we go. Astral Imprisonment used. Another kill for Spectre. Triple kill.
Alright,
Oi.
Shane. Somehow Spectre has Radiance at the same time as Lone Druid. That's a problem.
Is that alright, they get the tower though, you know, that opens up the shrines, but I would, in every single scenario, prefer my Spectre to have a Radiance rather than a Lone Druid.
Yep, agreed. You know, while Lone Druid's Radiance is good at ending the game, Spectre's kills everyone.
He's nearly caught up to him in net worth. That OD ulti did so much damage.
Yeah, it did.
It was insane. Probably should have looked at the teamfight recap, but you know.
Dire's middle tower is under
Happens.
attack.
He has the Hurricane Pike now on OD.
Yep, very nice.
They already have a pretty serious lack of lockdown on effect, right? So they have the
Yeah,
Force
it's
Staff
true.
on OD, they have the Force Staff on Tidehunter now. It's going to be very difficult to find anyone. And then they have Hook, right? Hook safe.
You know, we're watching effective Blink Call to try to start some of these fights, but if there are actual people nearby, like literally anyone on their team, then it's just not the same, right? You can hook to counter initiate, you can pull out the Astral, or Zeke goodbye, feeding some int away to the OD.
I like the way Iceberg didn't even use the Imprisonment.
That's confidence, right?
That
there.
was actual confidence,
Is
yeah.
under attack.
He did the maths.
I wonder if there's any player in Dota that actually uses math. I don't think there is. You know, for any of this, that actually counts spells. You know, they count like 1, 2, 3.
Wait, what do you? I don't understand what you
Okay,
mean.
like-
Count spells.
Like, say you're doing like the Kunkka Shadow Demon thing. Do you think there's any player that goes like Shadow Demon disrupts and they're playing Kunkka? They're like they count in their heads, or do you do that?
Wait, what do you mean they count? Like the
time
to land like the torrent
Yeah.
off the? Oh. I mean, kinda.
But it's all just done off feeling, no?
Well, so for Yules, for example, they
Shit, he's everything mid. Nico Baby's very isolated. They forced off him forward. He's just gonna die to Spectre. And it just
Spectre's large and in charge.
they're done. It actually feels like they have very little hope to do anything.
Look
now.
at the Shane, look at the net worth charts. Like everyone is like 11 through 9, and then all of a sudden they drop down to 3. I've never seen anything that
That's
fast
weird,
before.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Like, how do they fight? Right? Blink Ravage comes out with the on top of the Haunt, and everyone dies from effect. Right? Axe can't get his combo off. Jakiro runs around aimlessly trying not to die, but of course he's gonna die. Same thing with Wyvern. It's a disaster at this point. I feel like it's just something they can't do.
So out of control.
Yeah.
Vacuum wall on everyone. That's pretty huge. The macro part to follow up. FNG's walking forward. The Fatal Bonds hits on Sidoi and on Afro Ninja. It's going to do a lot of work there. Ulti nearly kills everyone, but everyone's just living on a 2 HP to re-engage.
There we go.
Nico Baby's back in. He gets a double kill. Hits on 2. Phobos might just get out. The Warlock Golem turns around, cancelling the blink on Nico Baby. The bear. The Lone Druid bear is not letting Phobos escape. Nico Baby casually shrines. Well, killing gets a triple kill. Alright. They're not effects saying they're not done yet. You know? When you
Definitely
don't
not
have
done.
your big fight, team fight ultis, they did have the Warlock Golem. No Ravage. And it's pretty noticeable.
Yeah, big time, right? That was with no Ravage, no, what else did they not have?
Spectre Haunt.
No Haunt, yeah. The Haunt's the big thing, I feel like now, right? Once you pick up the Radiance, Haunt does so much damage to these squishy heroes. Oh, about the counting thing, people do count.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know, every pro player I've talked to, you just do it off, like, feeling.
They count for, for Astral, for example, because it's 4 seconds.
I just used the visual animation.
Well, if they have the cosmetic, it doesn't work, but I know what you mean. Also, you know, with Yules, when they spin a certain amount of times,
Yeah.
like, just, it translates to a certain amount of seconds or whatever.
Yeah, you can do it visually off Yules too.
But, a lot of the times, people don't count. But it would be useful. You know, when Puck phase shifts, and then he has to, turn to blink or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are very, very good at timing that.
I think it's mostly just feeling, because the amount of games people played, like thousands.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, mid lane. Knowing there's no OD ulti, there's no Warlock ulti. They have really good push, but if they hook the bear, this could be a... Nico Baby thinks in, gets the call with the flame on 2. The vacuum hits on everyone. The Ravage, very, very good with the fatal bonds. That Spectre Radiance is going to do a lot of damage if they can get in there.
Nico Baby's
Blink
not done.
call onto, I like the win. Force stop him away. The dagger. Iceberg wants to go in. Winter's curse.
He's not allowed.
Just to go away. Go away from us.
No, he's not allowed it. Take that.
That's more big spells used. Maybe this is the Roshan, is it? The reset?
Yeah, no, this is totally Roshan. They have no ultimates available after that. They're about to have the OD ultimate, but that's not enough. That's probably the least important.
Warlock
one.
Golem?
Oh, okay, right. Warlock Golem. But they have no Ravage, no Haunt. I feel like with no Haunt, that's the big one. If they have Haunt, they could probably fight without one of the other ultimates. If they don't, it's probably not happening.
The strength of Haunt is with the fatal bonds, right? If they get bonds on 2 or 3 heroes, the Radiance Burn and the Desolate damage is applied to everyone. It just multiplies the damage.
Yep, that's when it gets ridiculous.
One of the best combos with Warlock actually being Venomancer and Spectres, just because he has so much damage, right? AoE damage.
Yeah. The Venomancer is disgusting, right? You can kill people just off the Poison Nova.
Oh, Team Spirit doing a good job of keeping their lanes pushed out. For the moment, anyway. Nico Baby's front lining it. He wants some blood. They see FNG and Iceberg. Get Iceberg. Big pick again. Nico Baby doing a lot of work. The Glimmer Cape. They have no reveal. The hook afterwards. Winter's Curse used on Warlock. Still has Chaotic Offering. What's the turnaround? Nico Baby BKBs. FNG instantly eats him. That's a BKB for a Pudge. Pudge respawns faster than your BKBs off cooldown. No problem. Bottom lane, I like to win. Going in on that for Ninja. He gets glimmered up. He's looking for the vacuum. I like the win. Just gets the bonus courier on the way back. Cuckles. Not the luckiest man. They're really trying to close in on this Spectre, but this seems like a wild goose chase.
Yeah, he
has a haste rune. Yeah, he's
Good
off.
luck catching that guy.
He also has the Spirit Vessel. Pretty cool upgrade actually for Spectre.
I wonder if it doesn't look that valuable stats wise, right? Like health.
The health is okay, right?
Yeah, but that's equal to what? Just a vitality booster?
Yeah.
The gold to stat ratio is probably not very good on the item. But, you know, the active is really good, right?
True.
It does, it heals a lot, it does a lot of damage, looks pretty good.
The damage is why I think you get it, right?
Yeah. You can slap that on the lone druid hero. It probably does a ton of damage, or the axe as well. Okay. Alright, smoke up here for effect.
Where's Afro Ninja off though? He's just Ion Shell in the wave, getting it in position so that if they do get a kill. But
they might be ready to
he needs to be with the team fight, no? He's miles away. They get the hook, but the creep blocks it. Can he get the prison? He BKBs instead. I don't know about that one. Tough stuff. He had no choice. Whew. Alright, because of that movement, Afro Ninja has the creep wave pushing in bottom. They're in a very good position. No buyback available on the OD. Haunt is up. They have every ulti though. This is spooky, right?
Yeah, it's just look at how fast the base dies
Ooh.
with that Mask of Madness. Yep.
Mask of Madness Bear just tearing down the racks.
Has fallen.
Oh, the bonds.
Top tower is
It's
under
on
attack.
nearly everyone.
It's actually on every hero.
Oh boy. This is it. The Fatal Bond Spectrals, if they choose it. If they realize the bond's on everyone, surely they go, right?
Just haunt, right? Yeah.
Just go. Just kill everyone. Get. They're afraid to go in the Aegis, but. Oh man, a missed opportunity, I think.
Middle tower has fallen.
Ah, they decided to go. They're split pushing a little bit. Maybe afraid to go in without the OD.
You know, Shane, this is the elimination game, right? You
That's
gotta
true.
Play safe. You gotta be conservative. No risky plays. No funny business.
No
This
messing.
is where. Exactly.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Pause. They're realizing they have the Spectre. You know, they have the late game. Why risk it? You know?
You know, if they did go for that play and were unsuccessful, then
Yes.
they'd probably lose the game straight up, right?
Yeah,
With that
yeah.
super long haunt cooldown. So.
From our point of view as spectators, it looks like, and probably is, you know, a very good play. But the risk is still there.
You know, of course. There's a chance that he uses haunt and everyone just runs away. And then they just walk up to the base afterwards and then game's tough.
Is there any... What's the next item coming up for Lone Druid here? He has the Tranquil Boots coming out. That Mask of Madness makes a big deal when they're doing this push, right?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Mask of Madness Spirit Bear. It kills buildings faster than like anything else. It's like Ag's Tiny with Wisp, right? That's what it feels like. It feels like it can actually take racks through backdoor protection. It probably can.
Personally, I like the value Blightstone on the Spirit Bear. Just to do it,
Yeah.
it makes a big difference, especially when you're doing such a large amount of physical damage. Like percentages come way more into play.
Very true. I'm sure it destroys buildings even quicker.
I love the Ags actually. I'm a big Ags buyer on Lone Druid. It's filth.
It is. It's actually very nice. The only thing that sucks about it is that you can't battle cry across the map, right?
Oh, links in forward. Actually, they're the Titan. This could be a big kill. They managed to get the E. He's not able to get the BKB off. This could be huge. Okay, he has the Aegis. They're backing off. They're repositioning.
All
FNG's in.
ultimates are still up.
Right there. Get the Winter's Curse into vacuum wall. Very big. Warlock Golem. He's dropping the rock. Hits on 2. The Nico Baby's isolated. On the back lines, we have King Or. He's unable to do anything against one Spectre illusion. FNG moving forward. Glimmer caped up. The Guardian Greaves hits on him. They're just trying to run away, trying to salvage. Well, only losing 1 to all them spells. Ravage still online, so here we go. Ravage hits on 2. They force that him forward. I like to win. Isn't happy with this. He wants the kill.
You know, that wasn't that bad.
No, it could have been a lot
Effects,
worse.
right? Yeah. Ravage to secure the Winter Wyvern kill. I guess the Axe kill is really big, right? Axe is very farmed. And that was also with the Aegis. We killed them twice in that engagement. And they still have the OD ult. And OD, by the way, has 56 stolen intelligence.
Dear
It's a smart
God.
dude. This
What's
guy's
his
basically a wizard.
magic resistance?
His magic resistance is 24.7% of bonus. Oh my god.
Jesus.
He's practically immune to damage. That's so weird that intelligence heroes get magic resistance,
weird,
right?
Yeah.
That doesn't
I guess
make
if,
any sense.
No, it does make sense. If you understand the spells, you can defend
protect
against them.
yourself.
Yeah, you can defend against them.
But like what?
Right, if you
don't
see
know.
some dude and you know he's gonna shoot a fireball at you, you can just step to the side, right? If you have the intelligence to understand it.
I mean, while that makes perfect sense, why would you want that as a stat if you're like Zeus or something, right? You'd want like Spell Amp, right?
Yeah, well, he gets what he gets, alright?
Alright, I guess they still do get the Spell Amp.
Yeah, they do. You just get bonus now.
I don't know, it seems weird.
No Ravage. Ulti is the only big spell available for Team Spirit. This is a difficult one. Anchor Smash, pretty decent against the bear. They hook it back.
That's nice.
Like shift Q, so he's unable to get the Savage Roar. What's the resummon status? Just uses it. The wall hits only on OD. Bonds, very good. They hook the bear back again! They've no eat this time. If the bear goes down, this could be huge. Alright, nobody does any damage, so I like to win on the Spectre. It just feels like they're unable to do anything at all.
Yeah, all their eggs are in this lone druid basket, and the bear just it gets messed with in all these fights, right?
The hooks are killing them, right?
Yeah, big time. Honestly, if there was a team fight that would happen after like the whole team gets hit by the fatal ones on top of the spear bird, I'm pretty sure they would just go like 5-1. They wouldn't even be close at that point, right?
Difficult position for effect here.
I guess
Team Spirit's draft just seems very easy to execute. Like they're not worried
Yep.
at all. It's not complex. They don't have to do this siege. Okay, blink away. You're probably gonna be able to blink away. Oh, jeez. The gush goes off. BKB used. Alright, BKB used. It's a 5-second BKB now.
Dire's
hit up
bottom
all the way
tower
down to
is under
5, and alright, so Pudge is getting the Eon Disc thing. What does that do again?
If you take damage, you take no damage. Some weird thing.
Okay, so if you take damage, then you take no damage with this new disc, so pick that up, guys, you don't have to die in your games.
You gain a 2.5-second buff that causes all damage you deal and or dealt 2 to be reduced to 0. It basically buffs you in a way that you can't do damage, but you can't take damage. So you actually do take no damage. It sounds pretty ridiculous.
Well, it's kind of cool because Pudge can just sit there and
And
spam
eat
someone without
someone,
dying.
yeah.
right?
He's never
Yeah.
relying on the damage. But his team's got his back. Who did they catch? They catch out Jakiro. Nico Baby with the initiation. No BKB because he used it earlier. That's going to be a big problem for him. It just comes off cooldown now. They're saving all their spells. You know, Warlock Golem's still up. OD ulti's still up. Lone Druid's attempting to pressure the bottom lane with split push. Team Spirit's draft don't really push very quickly.
No, that's a big fault, or it's a big weakness in their draft, right? Even after winning a team fight, they're gonna have like Spectre and OD, probably 2 of the worst building hitting carries in the game.
I
I
guess
mean, Spectre's alright, but OD is
eventually it doesn't really matter, right?
awful. Yeah, they have the Ultra League game, they're gonna play towards that anyways, so everything is good for them, right? I guess.
Wait, look at this talent. 8% dispersion at level 25. What?
I've seen one Spectre in pro play take the Haunt Illusion
Dire's
damage.
bottom tower is under attack.
20% Haunt Illusion. Oh, that's okay, but it's like 7 seconds, right? The dispersion is
true.
forever. 7% less damage. You take, and you or 8% less damage, and you deal 8% more like damage too. Initiate.
Yeah.
Hey, on disc. The disc is out. He can't get stunned, and then he ultis. He gets glimmered up.
Whoa.
The disc is doing so much work. Warlock Golem hits on 3. King of War is taking so much damage just from the residual damage. On the backside, Sedoi is getting isolated by Iceberg on his OD. Oh man, the disc.
Is under attack.
The disc. The Afro Ninja has no mana. He's so isolated. Iceberg's just gonna click him down.
Has fallen.
And that feels. Whew, gem taken. No buyback on anyone.
Alright. I imagine they're just gonna walk down mid and they won't be able to do anything about it. On the side of effect, Lone Druid has no buyback, he just bought something. Are there any buybacks available? I guess
With their
Winter
Wyvern?
has his.
But he'll be
That's
alive.
a good
anyway.
one.
Explain how that's a good one.
It's not. It doesn't do enough.
It doesn't do enough at all.
Dire's middle
And
tower
honestly, even having a buyback on Lone Druid, like, it's only one bear, and they have the tools to deal with the bear. Right? They have so much damage at this point. The Radiance Burn isn't really that big of a factor at this stage of the game. I guess he's just gotta go in there, kill himself, and then buy back and
Did you
try
see
to go
the
again, I guess.
disc? The disc is so
Yeah.
strong. They couldn't kill the Pudge, and he managed to get the eat off.
It's pretty cool because it makes it so you can't go in on these heroes that, you know, their purpose isn't to deal damage, right? It's to disable.
Yeah.
But when you go on it, it doesn't really matter because it just gets reset anyways, so.
Alright, they initiate onto the Spectre. He gets in prison. Nico Baby eating BKBs. And the hook out. And that's that. They can re-engage
That's
if they
teamwork.
want. I don't know if Nico Baby wants to go any further forward. The Ravage is coming. The BKBs are down. It hits on 4. The Bonds! The Refresher! The Ravage! Everyone just melts. Holy shit, Sedoi on the back line is just getting clicked down by Iceberg. Nico Baby's walking forward. He's looking for the call, but he gets it on the side. It's not really the target he wanted. With the Wyvern Curse, hits onto Iceberg. It's just offensive, really. Phobos fishes forward. He's swimming backwards. Ultra kill for Iceberg. Oh boy, oh boy.
Alright. Oh boy, indeed. You know, when you look at the effects lineup, you think, alright, they can definitely end the game in 20 minutes, but if you mess up that one time, or your timing just isn't fast enough, and you're gonna lose a team fight. You lose one team fight chain, it's,
I think... How did they win a team fight? Against Tide, Warlock, Spectre, OD, Pudge, like...
This is a lineup you can lose a team fight to even without Spectre having, like, any items, right?
Yeah, you can do nothing. Like, the fact that they just hooked the bear every time they tried to execute their push, nah, that was the killer, I think. Alright, Team Spirit victory. They take the series 2-1 over Effect. And that is all we have for today on the Captain's Draft 4.0 CIS Qualifiers. This fella who joined me is called Brax. He's a decent lad. And I'm Shane O'Mad. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.